everyone, this is Amanda. This is my channel, Amanda Random, and I have a setting up my daily journal / FAUXBONICHI video for you guys. A lot of you have been requesting it, so with that being said, let's jump right into it. So starting off, before we jump into my prepped July pages, I know some of you are probably going to ask me where I got this journal from. And in my area, we have a place called Half Price Books, and that is where I picked this one up from. It is just a lined page journal, just like this. It does have the different months and dates across the top that you can choose to use or not. As you can see in some of my pages, I just go right ahead and cover most of that up because I do use my own little pull-out calendar pages for this journal. But again, that's something that's completely up to you. So I've had a lot of you ask me when I was going to do a flip through and things like that. So I just wanted to dedicate this video to a really quick, maybe just flip through a couple random pages that I'll open up to, and then just so you can kind of get the gist of some of my journaling pages. I don't want to really spend too much time on them. Some of them have personal things, some of them don't. So I just do what makes my heart happy, and I think that's part of the experience and love that I have for journaling. There is no indefinite rules to my journaling or the way I choose to do different things or pages or days or, you know, be it that I'm drawing, I'm doodling, I'm coloring, I'm adding pictures. It's all kind of just per what I feel, where this is a more simpler page to me. You can flip to another one though and see that I go a little crazy on some of them. So it's all dependent upon, like I said, how I'm feeling and what I want to do for the day. So a lot of the times I get these questions too, as far as, do you prep your pages ahead of time? And a lot of the times I do not prep my pages ahead of time. But there are these moments where I decide that I'm feeling super duper extra crafty, or I just want to sit down and throw some ink and some scribbles, some things on paper. And if I'm in that mood and I'm towards the beginning of where I'm starting a new month, sometimes I'll prep like a couple pages. And sometimes when I'm in that mood, I'll go ahead and prep the whole month and just hope that I've given myself enough room to journal around some of the things that I've thrown in the book. So that is what I did for July. I just got this. I want to be creative. I want to be playing with my scissors and my glue sticks and my ink sprays and my markers. So I had just sat down here up at my desk, or I should say my little countertop area, where I journal quite often, and I just grabbed out some supplies and kind of sat with everything that I had and ended up putting all of these next pages together. So for me, I always like to start the month off with a calendar page. Sometimes across the bottom I will like write a goal area, so if I have any goals for the month, I could still put all of that in down here, so I always leave myself a little bit of space. And then I just use, like, this isn't like my planner or anything like that, so I don't go in depth in my calendar area, but I put down if people have birthdays or if we're on vacation or paydays or just random different things. And everybody always asks me, I get all of these calendar pages and everything, just like the free clip art that you can get. If you go on your computer and you just type in like free July 2023 calendar printable pages, and it'll give you all kinds of things that you can just print out. Simple ones, really cute ones with all of these, you know, like the roses. And I picked this one just because the roses were red and blue for good old July. So a lot of my calendar pages for the beginning of the month, I also just do a really crazy like background of some different strands of washi and things like this. This is washi tape too, but it's really thick, so I really kind of liked that. So this is how I started. The one thing I do want to mention too is all of these end pages like this, Because these books, the pages are so thin and everything seeks through, with that, I just don't want any ghosting on the other page. So I do always prep the whole book usually ahead of time or close to the book. And I just use my washi tape and washi the two sides of the pages together. That way I know that I'm not going to have any of this ink seeping through and any ghosting on the other page. If that's not what I'm looking for, then it just became something I really like to do. And I love how when the book gets thicker, you get these pretty little edges and all of this. And it's just something I've always done with my FAUXBONICHI journaling. So I've continued to do so. So like I said, this again is some printable like clip art. I just would type in July and, you know, go from there. July clip art or 4th of July clip art, free printable pages. And you can just cut these things out after you print them off. And one of the other things I often use, and people ask me a lot about, are these little images like right here and even up here. So what, I believe the star is too. Yep. These are the window clings that, you know, Dollar Tree and all them give you, the big paper of window things that you can peel off and stick in your windows and decorate for all the different months and holidays and things like that. So when I find them and I know that they're really cute and I'd love to use them in my upcoming journal pages, I peel them off and I use my handy dandy Dollar Tree Jot glue stick. Like, I don't use any crazy expensive products here. And I glue them down on my page and I just love the way that looks. But again, that is just another really cheap, easy product that is great to use in journaling. I will probably be asked about these as well, just my little date things, and I will show you where I got those from. So this is what it looks like, and it just opens up like so, and it was just a 2023 mini calendar. I love these. You can, I don't like this part right here where it says mini calendar across the bottom, but as you can see in these, I just use my scissors and I trim that part off. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, to be quite honest, but yeah, so all of 2023's dates are in here, and I can choose to use that if I want or not. And I will admit, I think there was a month or two where I didn't use them, and I just ripped it out and threw them away. But I'm really liking them right now. It's just something different, and I like, you know, kind of changing my pages up a bit. So also, if you want to do these, or if you want to find them yourself, I did order them off of Amazon. And below each of my videos is my Amazon storefront, where I always add all of the different products that I like using into there so that you can find them very easily. And also, disclaimer, it does give me a tiny little bit of kickback if you guys use my link to go and purchase any of these items. So, like I said, even if you don't use the link and you just want to look them up and go order them yourself, that's where I found these, and they are really cute. I like how you can kind of, you know, dress them up if you want. You can leave them completely plain if you want. It's just all per your own personal choice. So I did start my July page with the 1st and the 2nd, and quite obviously up here it shows you that it's Saturday, Sunday or whatnot, but I still like playing and drawing out with my markers. I have a bag like this that is just filled with my Sharpies and all my other little random pens and highlighters and things like that. So I often love writing out the days, be it full, you know, days like this or just the abbreviations for some of the weekdays. It all just kind of depends on where the page is going and things like that. So I did do that as well. I also get a lot of questions about all of this spray and things like this. This is all just ink sprays that I have purchased from Michael's when they have coupons and things like that. So those are often things that you can also find on Amazon or in any of your type of craft stores. So then I go ahead and prep the pages. I wrote Saturday and Sunday, the 1st and the 2nd, and just kind of spritz the page a little bit here and there, and then I would flick some of the splatter spots because I just really love that personal effect. So then I basically have the 1st and the 2nd page completely, or the 2nd of July, I should say, completely ready and prepped. And then for whatever reason this evening, like I said, I was just in a mode where I was like, let's go, let's do this. I still want to play. I want to make a mess. So we then have the 3rd and the 4th. So on these pages, since I knew it was going to be the 3rd and the 4th, I did leave full pages each for each day. So obviously we have Monday the 3rd up here, and then Tuesday the 4th. Just because personally in my family, we celebrate the 4th quite a bit, and I knew I was going to want to leave some room for some pictures and things like that that I could add in. So again, these are all of just the window clings. This is some clip art that I just printed out off of the internet. And pretty much that was it. This is some clip art as well. And then the rest of all of these were more clip art. But the rest of all these, like the cute Gnome of the Brave and all of this and this, these are all window clings again. And then I just kind of went a little crazy in the center here with some red and some blue ink sprays. So that was the 3rd and the 4th. So then we come to this page, and again, I was trying to play with splatters and just kind of moving them and giving them some streaks, and I don't really know what I was going for there, but this is what we ended up with. So this is the 5th, the 6th, and then we have the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. And again, on this page, you guys, a lot of this actually is all just window clings. It's really hard to see the M on this one though, which kind of irritated me, but I know it's there. So this one's just, there's no place like home, and then the little RV down here, just thought that was so freaking cute. And again, I don't know if you guys all leave or use any type of photos or anything like that. Well, I have the Canon Ivy, and I love using these to print pictures. Let me here, I'll show you. Like, here's a picture I printed from my Canon Ivy, and somewhere here we'll find some more. Here's a picture of like my girls' day with my friend Melissa, and I know that when I am going to, you know, on certain days, I'm going to want to add some pictures. This is when I was taking care of my friend's ducks and chickens. And my son was with me out there helping. So I know that on a lot of these days, I want to leave some area if I'm pre-prepping the pages so that I could still throw in, you know, a picture. So this is the little, like, it's a little scan card that comes with my Canon Ivy printer, and in each packet of paper that you enter into your machine, it kind of reads the QR codes or paper codes here. I can speak, I promise. And then it shoots this out before it prints the first picture. So I always keep these as just a stencil type guide to know that, hey, if I want to throw a picture in the portrait area, I can do so and have enough room here and still be able to journal around it. You know, even if I wanted to cover something like this little one up, I could put this down here and still be able to journal or doodle around it. And just, I use this all the time so that I know, just in case I want to throw a picture in, you know, I could still put a picture just like so and journal around that. So I always keep one of these. So it's always good if you're prepping your pages to just make sure you know your own journaling style a little bit. And if you're gonna want to be using pictures, or if you're gonna want to be writing in, you know, the days of the week, just make sure you kind of keep that in the back of your mind to give yourself a little extra room for those things. Otherwise, there's days where I'm just like, this is what I'm gonna throw out and I'm gonna make it work. I guess if this right here doesn't give me enough room for a picture, then this page doesn't get a picture. You can always add any type of a tip in. And by a tip-in, I do mean that you can always use some tape here and add something really cool like this. This is just a piece of cardboard off of one of the Juice Monster like energy drinks that I found. This was the Aussie lemonade and I loved it. And I also loved the container. So I cut things like that apart, and now I could use this here and just tape the side and use this as a flip-in, or a tip-in, I should say, to put pictures on, you know, over here if I really wanted to add some extra ones to this page. So that is something always to remember too that I do quite often. So here's this page, and then we're going to go to the 10th, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. And these days I knew were going to be shorter, just not much going on days for me. The holidays had come and gone and things like that with the 4th and family coming and leaving. So I knew this was going to be back to the proverbial, I went to work, I did this today, I did that today. So I wasn't going to need all that much room for these pages. And again, if I needed to, I knew that I could throw this on and, you know, in here anywhere if I wanted to add some more pictures or anything and still have room for stuff like that. So this, I just did a border around this with some of my ink sprays and things like that. And then again, this was just me using up the rest of my 4th of July window clings. And then this page, I wasn't feeling like I wanted to continue so heavily the red, white, and blue. And I just wanted to do something different. So this is the July 16th page, and I also have the 17th down here. And then we have the 18th, 19th, and 20th. So I kind of tried to fit them all in on the same page, and I used a bunch of just stickers and ink sprays, and I wanted to kind of create just this really cool galaxy effect, I guess. I don't know, just some randomness. I love these. They're like these little moths and different things. So I'm sorry for the glare. I don't know if it's coming up well on the page or not. But anyway, yeah, I just did a bunch of different ink sprays in the center and added a bunch of these stickers. This was actually a quote that was out of like one of those little books from the Dollar Tree. So I cut this out, and this one says, "Love is a series of thousands of tiny miracles. Notice them." So love that. And then again, I just did some ink sprays and just took the end of the spray and kind of blotted it to give it a splatter effect all over the page. And I really like the way this one turned out. I mean, it's still rather simple, but to me, it's prepped, it's ready to go, and I had fun making it. So again, it's all about being in the moment, what you're feeling, how you're feeling, even if you feel like prepping ahead or if you don't. So these next pages, again, I was still going with some of that just throw stuff on, a little, you know, kitty wampus, and throw on some calendar pages and, you know, tap some ink spray over all the pages and call it good, because I just wanted to kind of use some of these up that were geared more towards, you know, the 4th of July and things like that, since we were coming towards the end of July here. So that was the 22nd, room for the 23rd and 24th. And then on this page, I continued with some of those themes again, because I realized I had found more of these. And they were super cute, so I just did a bunch of ink splatters and sprays and glued down some of these. So for this month, I do admit that I went pretty heavy on all of the window clings, but that's just because they make so many cute ones for the 4th of July, and I did get all of these, I believe, from Dollar Tree. So once I realized I had more of them, I was like, you know what, let's just use them up and stick them on the pages, and away we go. So this is for the 25th. We have room for the 26th and then the 27th. And then this page, same thing, a bunch of just sprays and using my little calendar pages. So 28th, 29th, And then, dun dun dun, we are here to the 30th and 31st of July. So again, like I said, these pages were prepped just one night, me sitting up here with all of my stuff and deciding I was really in the mood to play in like an art journal way, or, you know, just, I don't usually like to say what I make is art because I'm using other people's, you know, window clings or stickers or quotes, but, you know, I was just in the mood to sit down and get my fingers dirty and stained from all the ink, and I just wanted to have fun, so that's what I did. And on these last pages, I did write goodbye July, hashtag 2023, and I have these two cute little nomies. Like, these are adorable. I was waiting to use these like through the whole book, and I'm like, I can't believe I didn't use them right away on the 3rd and the 4th. So they did go here at the end of the book. And then I wanted to give myself plenty of room here because I love putting pictures in at the ends of the month, and be it like little selfies or pictures of my kids, or if I know we're going fishing and things on these kind of days. So I left plenty of room where I can also add more stickers. I can add more clingies if I want. I can journal and I can doodle down here and up here if I want. I can add journal cutouts, or magazine cutouts, I should say, or, you know, any of my little clip arts and different things that I even keep in this book. You can still do whatever you want after you've kind of prepped a page. So I really like that. And again, these are just some more ink sprays that I had done and splattered. And then I used the window clings and a couple of the quotes that I really like just to fill up some space on the pages. This one says, happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. And this one here is, just be yourself. Let people see the real, imperfect, flawed, quirky, weird, beautiful, magical person that you are. And man, I couldn't agree more. So I don't know if you guys just seen that, but my wonderful camera is already dying and the flash went out. So thank you so much for checking out my journal with me. As you can see, I've already a little sneak peek started to go into August, and I'm going to go back then and start filling in now all my July pages, as July is already here. So with that being said, if you guys are interested in seeing just what some of these pages look like finished with all of my writing and different things like that on them, or if you're interested in seeing more, you know, random pages like so of different, you know, flip throughs of images that I've done on different days or different pages, please let me know in the comments below. I thank you guys all so much for always being so interested in my journal and in my pages, and I feel bad that I've slacked on it so much. So with that being said, I'm going to try to be better. Let me know if these are still things that you are interested in seeing, and I will catch up with you guys again. As always, stay random, guys. Bye.